What is up, guys? It is Bryson here today, and I just kind of woke up, and I'm just gonna have a little sip of my coffee here, start the day off right. Oh, fuck, that is good. So, little update, Cyber Monday, bought a BenQ 24-inch 2K resolution monitor for a second monitor for the setup. Gotta say, I fucking love it. I haven't had a second monitor like that before, rocking in my setup, so it's pretty sweet. I'll post a picture of it now. I gotta say, it's life-changing. But, yeah, today I figured I would tell you guys a little bit more about myself and a little bit of a story. So, I don't know if I said in my previous video, but back in like 4 or 5 years ago, I used to try and do YouTube. You know, little 13-year-old kid, squeaky voice, playing Minecraft, RuneScape, that sort of shit, and recording it. But right around the time that I first started doing YouTube, I was in grade 9, it was 2011, and I was a freshman. So, what happened was, I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, so I'm a type 1 diabetic. That was obviously life-changing for me, probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with in my life at the time. Yeah, and so since then, I've had to deal with that on a daily basis because, I mean, that's my life now. But the way I don't know how to word this, so the story behind what happened was, one day I was going to school and I started getting really, really thirsty, like to the point where our classes were only 45 minutes long, and I couldn't go through a single 45-minute class without having to go and get a glass of water from a drink fountain or something like that. Like every 45 minutes I had to go. So after this going on for a couple weeks of extreme thirst, not knowing what the fuck was going on with me, I told my mom and she made me an appointment at the doctor's. So my appointment was like in 2 weeks, like fucking brutal time to go and deal with this shit. So all of a sudden, after a few days, the thirst goes away, but then I wake up in the morning and I have 20/25 vision. So I wake up in the morning and all of a sudden I can't see anything 5 feet in front of me. Everything's just so blurry, like couldn't read signs, couldn't read the chalkboard, nothing. And that scared the shit out of me. So called my mom, told her, I was just like, hey, like, look what, oh, nice little triple there. I was like, Mom, like, look at this, like, there's something wrong with me. And she's just like, oh, maybe you were up late last night playing video games, maybe that's it, blah, blah, blah. But that persisted for 3 more days, and then when I woke up on the 4th day or whatever it was completely gone. Like I could see completely normal again, and I was like, okay, well, I'm fine now, like everything's good to go. But the thing is, that morning, I'm pretty sure I went to the doctor's, and I'm a reasonably healthy guy, and all of a sudden we're sitting in the room there, this nurse in training comes in. She goes to check my blood sugars by pricking my finger and reading it on a meter. So she pricks my finger, the fucking finger prick that they have there, absolutely brutal, god awful, like thing hurts more than I can't even tell you, like it sucks. So anyways, she pricks my finger, tries to read it, machine doesn't work. She's like, okay, well, this machine doesn't work, I'm gonna go have to get a new one. I was like, okay. She leaves the room, goes and gets a new one. She comes back, she's like, okay, I have to re-prick your finger. I was like, ah, for fuck's sakes, alright, I'll do it. She pricks my finger, hurts the exact same finger, almost in the exact same spot, so hurts even more. And she goes to test my sugars again. Doesn't work. She's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Here, let me try again. So she pricks a different finger and tries again. Machine doesn't work. She's just like, okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get another machine and get the doctor who overlooks me. We're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. She comes back with the doctor that overlooks her, and she goes, she pricks one of my fingers again, and she goes to read it, and she's just like, oh, okay, well, basically, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're a type 1 diabetic from what we're gathering. And I was like, well, what do you mean? She's just like, our machines time out at 38, whatever it is, 38. And I was like, okay, well, what's the average person's blood sugar supposed to be? Oh, she's like, oh, it's supposed to be between 4 and 7. Yeah, 4 and 7, and mine was over 38. So we leave the clinic, we go to the hospital. The hospital has better machines there, and I think they took like 6 or 7 vials of blood out of me. Ran some tests and realized that for the last couple weeks, my sugars have been running at an average of 48. So basically what happened was they gave me a couple needles. They set up some meeting for me down in Winnipeg, because I don't live in a place where they deal with this kind of thing on a regular occurrence. So I had to go down to Winnipeg, which is 8 hours drive south of me, the next day, and then I was in training for like 4 or 5 days. And yeah, that's the story of how I became a diabetic. Yeah. On a lighter note, when I went to Winnipeg, I had to get blood work done again, and they took like another 6 or 7, and I got up to walk out of the chair, and I fainted and almost smashed my face on the floor. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Drop a like, subscribe, everything like that. I'm kind of sick right now. It literally just happened over the weekend, so that's why I've been sniffling and sounding like absolute fucking shit. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, and see you guys later.